I'm up here today. I got Karu with me. I got Kai. Now we hiked way back up here. So we circle way down this valley and then we go around that mountain there and we're way down in the valley over there. And it's a glorious fall day out here. It's absolutely amazing. The colors are in full color, like wow. It's really amazing. And this is a great spot to come up to. This has been logged quite a few years ago and they took it all out, and so it's fairly open yet, and if you don't plant a tree in here, not much grows up here, and so it's easy hiking for me. Now my goal today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit. I hope I'm not too windy. I did try and buy a microphone the other day, but I didn't get it. I got one and it didn't work. I went to a couple places. I got to get to a bigger center and I'll get one. But I'll speak up if I have to, or try to, right? Now, I want to talk about genetic diversity and how that equates to better health in the dog. And genetic diversity is a big deal because nowadays you want to keep the genetics as far apart as possible in order to have the healthiest dog. Maximum heterosis is when two breeds are one breed's a long ways apart, and hybrid vigor comes from that. This dog, of course, was out of Finland, and it had been up in that region for a lot of generations, a lot of time. It had never come to North America. Now, the lineages that we have in North America are old lines. And they've been here. Some of the Canadian lines are the oldest known Canadian lines. They've been here for a very, very long time. And we've got North American lines that are many generations here. And so by bringing this dog in, you see, it equates to maximum heterosis, hybrid vigor. The genetic diversity is at its highest. And that equates to the best health that you can get. Those are the strongest, healthiest dogs. Now, we were very, very fortunate a few years back to have Paul bring Swix over. Swix is from Sweden. Again, a region that has bred a certain lineage over there for many generations, going back as far as you can think. And that line had never been out of there either to North America. And so when we brought that dog over here, we mated it to one of our old lines, Tika. And we ended up with females Aspen and Cedar, and phenomenal dogs. Now, Aspen has a litter on the ground right now from Karu, and so what we ended up with there is extreme genetic diversity, because we've got that lineage out of Sweden way back in there that had never been out of the country. We got our old line here, and then we've got that Finnish blood way in the other corner coming through Karu, mating up with Aspen. So we end up with a really strong, powerful set of pups. And I put some photos and things on the site and a short video up. Wendy's going to get me some more photos today, well, this weekend or next few days, but those pups are absolutely stunning. So if you want a really healthy Norwegian Elkhound with maximum genetic diversity, now's the time to get one. Genetic diversity is paramount for preservation breeders because we can't line breed, and we don't line breed or inbreed. They're identical, just fancy words. Line breeding and inbreeding are the same thing. We don't do that. And so in genetic preservation, we have to usually import from very diverse genetics of the Elkhound that are bred by master breeders to be defect free. And what you end up with then is very healthy pups. Good boy. Very healthy pups. Now, as you'll notice, Karu is one of the most handler focused lineages on the planet. Like he's so handler focused, it's not even funny. This is an amazing dog, this dog. Now, absolutely stunning hunter, beautiful conformation, very healthy dog. and just loves me to death, no doubt about it. And my old scout Kai, boy, she's just watching for the bears today, and she's checking on the moose. She's checking everything out. Kai, come by me. She's been going steady. Karu and I've been hanging back, trying to keep up. I got my pack today. We're packing gear today. But genetic diversity is really paramount. All the breed standards should be rewritten. And the number one goal at a show should not be how the dog looks, but how much genetic diversity the dog has. Everything about shows today is incorrect, in my opinion. It's all wrong. And they should be, first off, the dog should be shown for genetic diversity first. And then, of course, the dog should be able to show some instinctive abilities. There's Kai. And from then you can start to look at it, because looks don't necessarily mean anything in terms of genetic diversity or instinctive ability. They don't mean anything. And so it's much better to have... oh, she found a bunch of bear crap. I couldn't figure out what was stinking there. Yeah, and then you see he wants to go rub on her. So she found the fresh bear crap. Yeah, okay, well, you go ahead, Kai. You go ahead. No, you just go ahead, Kai. Shoot. No. Hey, get the heck out of here, Kai. Get going. You get going, Kai. No, don't jump on me. Now you see the dogs with the full instincts, of course, they got a camo up. And so these are bear hunters, these bear lines. So they camo up right away. As soon as they get the bear crap, they want a camo. And they camo their scent, camouflage their scent. You just stay on that side. Oh my goodness, wow. That's okay, good girl. That's all right, you're a full-on hunter, I gotta know. I'll tell you. So she's looking for bear up here now. So she'll be hunting bear right away. I probably called her hot off the trail there. So that's all right. You can see Karu air something there right now. Yeah, he's ready to go right now too. You let him go up here right now, he'll be on that bear right away. Yeah, him and Kai. So yeah, and it's early enough in the day, but we're not hunting today. But look at him, look at him. Yeah, full instinct dogs, boy. This is pure hunt line, this guy. His mother's Finnish bear champion hunter. His mother's a Finnish moose champion hunter too. She's a champion in both, and she's Finnish show champion. Obviously, you can tell that. His dad is Finnish hunting champion too. These guys hunt, boy. Every dog in his lineage hunts. Every dog in that lineage hunts. Yeah. Now, that hunt instinct takes a long time to get out. It's hard to breed out. And so you get a pup out of these guys, it's a hunter right off the bat, full-on hunt dog, and there's no fooling around. They hunt. They're ready to hunt. They're bred to hunt. They can hunt right from pups, ready to air scent and start get going. And it's not hard to do. Yeah, very, very good lines. But genetic diversity should be in all of the criteria for Elkhounds. Now, let's face it, we're not going to get rid of a dog in any stretch of the imagination right now out of the breeding pool for almost any shortness of genetic diversity, simply because we got to keep them all. We've been culling way too fast. Breeders cull way too fast. They don't keep their own lines. They cross into too many lines, and you get one dog across 30 lines. That's not good ideas. But I could write a book on how to straighten this mess out, but it's almost too late. So I just got to manage my own stuff and look after my own lines. And that's what me and the master breeders are trying to do, is keep my lines genetically diverse from all the other Elkhounds, and trying our best to stay genetically diverse in our own dogs, bringing in our own outcross dogs from overseas and from other countries. Like we gotta focus on that. As a preservation breeder, I need the healthiest dogs of all, and so we want to bring these outcross dogs in. Now, when you're looking to get out of the city and you want to spend the day in a pristine environment, especially if you live in Canada on the west side, and you want to get up into this type of region, it's absolutely a glorious day up here. There's not a cloud in the sky. There isn't one satanic freak spraying anything today. It's all good. And I haven't seen any of them today. And so you can come up here, you can have yourself a wonderful time. You get a couple dogs like this, a decent pack, and wow, talk about a nice fun time. It's glorious up here. And there's water around. We've been having some rain. You can get down into the draws down there. There's still a little water laying. It's pretty good. And so all you need is a really good elkhound. But genetic diversity in our lines is the best in the world. We really focus on that, and we take pride in that. And we want lines that are very, very far apart. I mean, we've got a stud from Karu's daughter, Kaliva. Her mother was imported, and the stud we used was imported, and Karu, of course, was imported, and those are such diverse genetics. There's 5,000 kilometers between the two, between Karu and the stud, old pretty boy Leaf. 5,000 kilometers between them, and never crossed bloodlines before. So that Karu daughter, those Kaliva pups, boy, they're healthy and they're hunters, and they're full instinct dogs. And the beautiful Silver Nova, of course, is just absolutely stunning dog. Very, very clean dog, very pure dog, nice dog, and exceptional. That's the mother to Kaliva. So I mated Karu to Silver Nova and got Kaliva. And then we bred Kaliva to Pretty Boy Leaf. That's where we got those pups. Now, we have another one of Karu's daughters, Korea, with pups on the ground now. Just got them. Michael's got them up there at his place. And I'll be talking about them as well, but they have maximum heterosis, maximum genetic diversity, hybrid vigor. Those are going to be some of the strongest, most powerful dogs in the world. Just incredible. Well, maybe I spoke too soon, eh? There's a couple of freaks right there. One of them laying a chemtrail out and the other one just cruising. A couple of chemtrail freakers. Yeah, just unbelievable. Thought they were gone. They were out all day yesterday. I wish the Army, Navy would just, or the Air Force would just smoke them guys out of there. Like, I guess I got to track them down in Vancouver myself to get the job done. Jesus. Yeah, but I'm helping in other ways. I'm helping the boys out in another way. I'll let them finish these guys off. They got plans. So I can work on other aspects of the war. But I can't believe it, eh? Just when I spoke too soon. How do you like that? Yeah, it won't be another guy in my whole region that even notices the chemtrailers. I'm about the only guy that sees them. It's hard to believe. Nobody even looks up anymore. Cognitive dissonance, they call it. So yeah. Well, that's going to be a pretty good hike. We're going to have a nice time back. It's downhill now. I was tired by the time I got up here. Not played out, but tired. And it's all downhill from here, the whole way back. It was uphill the whole way here. So, yeah. No, I love doing this. This is great, getting up here, sharing stories on these great dogs. Michael and Sarah, they got some great pups. Wendy and Dale got some great pups. Chris and Tammy got great pups, all great co-breeders. Linda and Daryl got their litter delivered, but they got a little grizz there. And we got lots more co-breeders coming up with litters soon. But we'll be doing a little more breeding in a bit. But right now, we got pups. We got both Swedish Elkhounds and Norwegians. We got them both. Ark's big litters on the ground. Varela has them beauty queens. Arella, I got pups from her and Paso. Wow, they're nice. So yeah, late fall they blow out their coats for winter. That's no big deal. All right, we'll wrap this baby up. I'll just let you take another look around. It's so beautiful up here. Once you're up here, you can walk on top. There's whole skid trails up here. It's kind of nice. Yeah. Camp trailers. Big old trees are up here. That's a pretty big old stump. There's some huge stumps that they cut out of up here. But they did do a half decent job reseeding this. They reseeded it with a variety. They put a fair bit of pine. This was not pine naturally, but that's just cheap Canadian logging technology. But they put some fir and they put some larch, but they like cheap pine. Pine is garbage wood. Pine is not worth the time to put in the ground, but we'll get rid of that in no time. This is all, as you can see across there, you can see all the larch in amongst the fir, and that's what it should be. That's what this side was. There's no pine over there. But the satanic freaks running the logging industry, the replanting, they plant this sick pine. It's just disgusting. I hate it. But what do you do? Until I can make a change myself, I have to put up with the practices. But I'm working hard on helping the boys take down those practices. Doing what I can do. All of us are trying. And we're making headway. But this area should never have been clear cut anyway. It should have been selectively logged. Just take out the big ones, put a few back in. This shouldn't have been peeled back. But again, another satanic practice. Look at the nice colors up here.